Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to talk to you guys about something that I went through the other day, and I was kind of, this is unscripted. I just want to tell you guys about this situation that I was in, and I was at work, and they walked out this lady that I work with, one of my coworkers, right? And I got this weird feeling I hadn't felt in a long time. It was weird. My throat kind of got a knot in it, and I started sweating and stuff, and I started thinking. My mind started racing, and it was like, and what am I feeling? What am I going through? What's up, McKinney? How you doing? And so I was like, man, I've felt this feeling before, but I couldn't put my finger on exactly what was happening to me. And then my mind started thinking back when I was a kid and stuff, and and I was like, man, I remember when I was really scared of the dark. Hey Diana, how you doing? And and I was remembering, um, how I was afraid of the dark and how I was scared to look underneath the bed and when I was a kid. And one time my dad, I remember this one vivid time. My dad knew I was scared of the dark, and he took me out to this. Um, he took me out front, and it was nighttime. And thanks, Diane, appreciate it. And he said, "Boy, you're gonna run around the house, and when you get back to me, you're not gonna be scared anymore." I was like, "Dad, no, no, I'm scared, man. I can't do this. I can't do it." He's like, "Man, you're gonna do it." And so what I did was I was like, "Oh, Dad, I'm sick, man. I mean, I don't feel good." He's like, "Dude, boy, you're either gonna run around this house and get back to me, or I'm gonna kick your butt." I was like, "Oh well, I don't want my butt kicked, obviously." And I figure, all right. And he pushed me. He's like, "Go." I was like, "Okay." So I started running around the house, around the outside of the house, and all these things started thinking. You're right. Fear is in my head, Diana. And I was starting to think, um, oh God, look at, the monsters are chasing after me. Oh, what's going to happen? And by the time I got all the way around, I felt this big grab, and I was like, oh, oh God, what's happening? And it was my dad grabbing me and saying, hey, you made it? You're all right. So back to the original point, when I saw this my coworker the other day get walked out, and my throat swelled up, and I was feeling this same feeling that I was feeling back in, back when I was a kid. I was like, this is fear, man. I am scared. I was thinking, what if it was me? What if I got walked out? What if I couldn't provide for I provide for my family, and I've been working since I've been 15. I ain't scared of work or anything like that. But, I was like, what if I was the one being walked out? What if um, I couldn't, I lost my job, and I was like, oh man, if I lost my primary source of income, right? What would happen to me? What would I do? Um, I don't know. I don't know. So, when I was a kid, my dad said, knowledge is how you conquer fear. Knowledge is how you conquer fear, and you hear that all the time. Learn something, fear, right? False evidence appearing real, that kind of thing. So, when I was a kid, he said, look under the damn bed, boy, there's nothing down there. And what's up, bro? How you doing? And so, you know, now being a father, I try to tell my kids, don't be scared, don't. But I found myself feeling the same feeling, feeling the same thing. And fear as a kid, you know, when your kid says, "Dad, I'm scared," you're like, "Dude, there ain't nothing to be scared of, man. What are you scared of, right?" But fear as an adult, you're thinking, oh, this is real. This is, this is serious. This is, I mean, this is big time. This is, but it's the same thing, right? It's like, is it real? Diane said, no, it's not real. It's just in your mind, but it seems real, right? It seems like the real deal. So, um, how do you conquer fear? How do you conquer fear? Let me know. I mean, how do you deal with it? My dad said, look underneath the bed. There's no monsters down there. Run around the house. There's no monsters down there. And, you know, so knowledge, right? Knowledge. What I'm going to do to conquer this fear is I'm going to build streams of income that in the event that I don't, that I get laid off or that I lose my primary source of income, which I make some pretty decent money. I don't want to lose it. I like what I do and everything, but when if it's not in my control, right? It's not in my control. So I'm going to figure out, which I've already done. I've already made my plans to buy real estate and to be a passive income earner and all that stuff. So to figure out the knowledge needed to conquer the fear, that is my plan. That is my plan. Ever since I was a kid, like I said, my dad said, dude, get your knowledge. Once you understand what you're afraid of, you won't be scared anymore. Once you figure out how to conquer that fear, you won't be scared no more, right? So knowledge, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, how do you conquer your fears? I mean, what are your plans to overcome your fear? Um, I just want to let you guys know what I felt, and I've been feeling this, for the past. It's been a few weeks since she got walked out the door, and everyone was like, oh, she didn't work out. She was nice, but it didn't fit. But basically, I mean, I don't know. It's out of our hand. It's it was out of her hands. It's out of my hands. What the employer thinks. I mean, you've got to be the employer, I guess, or you've got to be in control. And all the guys I know, I've got a lot of friends that are business owners and network marketers. Good for you guys, and um, more power to you. People be negative and saying, oh, that's you know, what are you doing? Running your own business. Oh, what are you network marketing? That's not a real business. Well, whatever. Forget those guys. Um, but fear, fear. Everyone says, yeah, fear, whatever. Don't believe it. Don't believe. But when you're the one experiencing it, it can be paralyzing, and it's real. It seems real, right? But I got to figure out how. And I think I figured out how to do it. Just execution of the plan, execution of uh, what my goals are, what I'm going to do to figure out how I can overcome that fear, and how I can run away from it, I guess, or run towards success, run away from fear, whatever. I'm still running, running towards something, running away from something, but I don't know. Let me know. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, whatever. And I'm trying to figure out how to put these live videos on other stuff, YouTube and the Periscope at the same time. I don't want to keep posting. If you guys know how to do that, let me know how to do multiple. But give me your comments. Let me know what you're afraid of. I mean, be honest, right? I mean, dude, I think everybody's afraid of something, whether you admit it or not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know you guys, your deep, darkest secrets, or what, what makes you guys tick, or, but let me know. I mean, like me or hate me, I'm real. So, give me your fears. Give me your how you conquer your fears, and then we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it again, and we'll bring this issue back up because everybody I think one point or another. I mean, especially when you're kids, you have fear, and even now, I at first, like I said at the beginning, I didn't recognize what it was. I just recognized that, what, sweat and I was like, God damn, dude, that's fear. I'm afraid. So, and I always say, man, I ain't scared of nothing. Oh, we're gonna knock this out of the park. Give me the ball, I'll make a touchdown. But and so the realization that I actually felt fear was amazing. Was I mean, I just didn't comprehend that I could feel that again as strong as I did back in the back in the when I was a kid, and to be a grown man and be afraid. I was kind of ashamed. I was like, man, should I tell my friends about this? Should I, not admit that I was scared? But, I think it might do some good for, I'm doing this for me, man. I mean, it might do good for me to tell you guys what that experience was and what happened to me, um, and how I overcame, what I'm going to do, how I formulated a plan and figured out what I was going to do to overcome that fear. So let me know what your fears are when we'll talk about it, and definitely figure out a plan on how to conquer that fear. But, I just wanted to share with you guys, I like my friends and everything. And thanks for your advice. Let me know, comment down below what are your fears and how you figure out how to conquer your fears. For me, knowledge, I'm gonna figure out what I'm afraid of. I'm gonna find out how I can conquer that. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate all your comments. Thanks for joining, Stephen. You guys, everybody rocks. Watch the video and tell me what you're scared of, and how we can help each other out overcoming our fears. Peace out.